think it was officially over before. It is officially over now. Yeah, I mean, I may have a little bit of a cold. I may be a little bit under the weather, but that's not going to stop me from giving you that real talk. And I'm going to give you that real talk. Injuries, COVID, players missing, Chalobah in midfield. I get it. I understand. But we were told that this is one of the best squads in Europe. We're told that at least this is the best squad in the Premier League. We were lied to. It was all a lie. It was all a freaking lie. Just as Neo said to Morpheus in Matrix Reloaded, the real Morpheus, the Matrix is a lie. It was all a system of control. It's a lie. It was all a lie. It was all a lie. Guys, this is hostage for football at its finest. It is. I find it hard watching Chelsea. I feel like if I'm doing chemistry homework or I'm doing trigonometry, trying to watch Chelsea play football because the football is non-existent. There is no chemistry. There's no understanding. And I get it. Injuries, players missing. So there are strangers. But the thing, though, is if you have a clear, defined system that this first team knows, the bench player knows, the squad knows, the youth knows, it doesn't matter who you bring in. We have a particular way of playing. And it is a chemistry that permeates through every facet of the entire club. But the issue is, and even when Chelsea had a first team, this is what I said before, even when Chelsea had their first team, Chelsea, they don't have an identity. They don't have an identity. They're just solid and they just know how to win. They're just a solid team. They were hard to break down and they knew how to win. Even when Chelsea won the Champions League, did they play great football? They played effective football. They took their opportunities. They were very good tactically. But did they have a clear, defined way of playing? No, they did not. No, they did not. And it's over, guys. It's over. The Premier League, all of that stuff is over because City just gave birth to Newcastle. And City right now, they're running the team. And I think City have gone into overdrive. They've gone into overdrive because people said, oh, no, but there's a chance. There's a chance. I said, I know football. I've watched the sports for far too long. It's over. I know what's going to happen. The gap is going to get wider and wider and wider. I expect Liverpool to beat Tottenham. So right now, it's going to be as you were. Liverpool and Man City. The Premier League is going to become a duopoly. That is what the reality is going to be. But my thing right now, this is when I pass it over to Eric right now. Actually, before I pass it over to Eric, it's like, do you blame the players or do you blame Tuchel here? Because I was trying to watch. I said, okay, what's happening here? What's happening here? But as I'm watching it, you can see that, okay, these guys, they're not used to playing with one another. So these guys, when they receive the ball, because if you're used to playing around with people before the ball even comes to you, where the plays. A perfect example was like Barca and Javi. Because Javi knew the system so well and he knew the players so well before the ball came to him, I know where Iniesta is, I know where Busquets is, I know where Dani Alves is, I know where Messi is going to be. So he's already made his decision before he receives the ball. The issue with Chelsea right now is when players receive the ball, they ask you questions. In the first half, every time Aspilicueta would receive the ball and give it, he would turn to Tuchel and say, what the hell do you want me to do? He would turn to Man and say, bro, what the hell do you want me to do? When you're seeing a situation in football where guys receive the ball and they spend 1, 2, 3 seconds trying to figure out what to do, there is no plan. When you watch Man City play, watch Liverpool play. Boom, 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 boom. A player isn't spending more than 2 or 3 seconds on the ball because they're so well trained and they're so well drilled. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Boom, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Because it's a synergy. And you build a chemistry because we know each other so well. We've trained so well. We know our position so well. Before we receive the ball, I know he's there. I know he's there. He'll come short. He'll go long. Giving the ball to feet, giving a through ball here, we are finding those gaps, we're finding those triangles. This was just a case of guys were figuring stuff out. And I said that, bro, the only way Chelsea win this game is by just some random moments of individualism, which it almost came in the second half with the ball with Pulisic. Eric. But Eric said something interesting. But I gotta give it because Eric said that postpone this. Because if you don't postpone this could look ugly. And Eric, I think I have to present this right now. Because you see, Eric, I'm even afraid to bring up the Premier League table right now because Eric, if nothing gets postponed, I think we're going to be fighting for top 4.
What do you want me to say, HH?
Eric,
What do you want me to say?
Eric, I don't know. No. But Eric, like the football is. I mean, Eric, I'm so because say, Eric, I grew up with Zola, Hullitz, Viali, then with the Ancelotti days, Drogba, Hazard. Eric, this football is Eric, it's hard, man. This football, it's hard to watch.
Look, the only positive in this match is that Chelsea kept a clean sheet. That's it.
Arsenal has 6 points. Oh.
Look, we are in a top 4 battle. That's the truth. There is no other way to look at it. We're going to compete with Man United.
Arsenal 6 points behind.
Arsenal. We might be competing with Spurs, maybe. You know, there are not that many points behind us. Before you know it, they might catch up as well. Look, I mean, look at that. Spurs have played 14 matches. So by the time they play as many as us, who knows, man?
Wow. So, jeez.
So, look, it's serious, man. It is serious. This match was supposed to be postponed. I said it before. In fact, the whole league should be postponed because we can't keep going like this. Do you know that the Chelsea fans booed the players again because it happened in the previous match, and then they booed them again. The next thing is Tuchel will become the scapegoat, and we will start targeting Tuchel. Why can't we create chances? Why isn't there an idea of how to break teams down? Does Tuchel not coach them? Okay, this is what you do. When you go here, you do this.
Let's play devil's advocate. Again, I agree, but I just want to play devil's advocate. Injuries, COVID, these guys are not used to playing with each other. So, and how long do I have to get a Chalobah or all of these? I don't know why Chalobah was in midfield to begin with, but if these guys are just being thrown into the team and they're not playing with each other for so long, it takes time for them to mend, even though I don't think that's a fair excuse. But
okay, so injuries, COVID, injuries. We can't play with our best players. So if you don't have your best players, you can't win a game. You can't create chances. You need your very best players to be able to break teams down.
And excuse against Everton. Against Everton, that's no excuse.
I mean, look at how Everton played. What's the excuse for them? Did they play like they didn't know each other? No. Football is not as complex as that sometimes, you know? Just because you haven't played 200 matches together doesn't mean there isn't an idea. Okay, when I get the ball here, this is what I do. I move to the left, I move to the, you know? Yeah. You can't use that excuse. You know, COVID, okay, we don't have our best team. We have to do a makeshift team.
No, but I think the key thing though, because even the commentator was mentioning it when I was in the one I was watching. So like Mount, I think they said that Mount went to Tuchel and said, like, where am I playing? So Mount didn't know what he was doing. So it doesn't matter how many injuries you have. You know the team you have. At least if you are even a day before you say what's up. So you should have a training session that says, okay, this is where you are. So if a player is saying, I don't know what I'm doing, as Peliqueta is saying, yo, what am I supposed to be doing? Reece James is so far up. I'm having to get guys there. Reece James is not really giving me any support defensively.
This is Lampard ball. This is cross and inshallah. That's what it is.
Bro, the amount of times the ball was given to Reece James, and they would just expect us to cross aimlessly. I was like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
I mean, if you see that with a coach who is a novice, you know, you understand. Okay, he doesn't really have the tactic. He doesn't have an idea of what to do. But when you're seeing with someone like Tuchel, you know, what do you say? The players are just so bad that Tuchel can't do anything with them. Is that the answer? It can't be. Surely not. So look, it looks to me like Tuchel doesn't he doesn't train on specifics. He just gets them in certain positions, and he assumes and he hopes that the quality of the players.
My thing is that I find that confusing because I'm just thinking back to how his because remember I watched how his Dortmund team played because that's how I found out about Usman Dembele. So look at how his Dortmund team played, and look at how his PSG team played. It seemed as if these guys have a very distinct style. You see, this would make sense if let's say Pochettino was a manager. I'm like, okay, it's what Pochettino is. But look at how PSG played and how well they moved. But look how Dortmund played. So, there's an attractive way in which they're trying to operate and so forth. But it just seems as if he's just sort of been like, because I really believe that it's maybe a case of victim of your own success. Because Tuchel can't get out of his mind that I won the Champions League playing this formation. Like, I won my first major, I won the Champions League. So it is what it is. I know it has to work. And I think someone needs to sit down Tuchel and say, you have to think 4-dimensionally. Because I think Tuchel is like, I won the Champions League, the biggest trophy, this way. This has to work. So basically, it is matters. I know the formation isn't the issue. I just have to get the players to do better in this formation. Whereas, bro, especially now when you have injuries and so forth, you have to think 4-4-5 dimensionally. I have to just change the system because you've got to win games. And you have to now create something that can give you the best chance of winning games. And you have to realize once your formation has been found out or your system has been found out, you don't have the luxury that Pep has. Because Pep just has so many talented on-the-ball players and is such a good coach. He can't have the same setup and always say what's up.
Yeah, it's like what your boy was.
This league will never figure out Pep and Man City. They never will.
No. Even Klopp keeps changing things every season. He keeps changing. He keeps tweaking things. And the only leeway I'll give Tuchel is the fact that this is his first season. I think Pep struggled in his first season. Obviously, a lot of the players weren't his players, but that's the only leeway I'm going to give Tuchel because he's new. He's new to this league. Maybe he's still trying to figure things out. But it's like your boy was saying. Nini, he was saying that Tuchel is textbook. He has a certain way of doing things. He doesn't always seem to want to improvise, which you have to do in this league. Maybe he's doing it a little bit in games, but he's not doing it enough. You have to do a lot of improvisation. You have to move things around because that's what Wolves did. Even Everton, they did the same thing. Benitez was like, okay, we don't seem to be struggling to defend against this team. Let's move, let's push forward a little bit. Let's, be more aggressive.
Look, man, I mean, are these players good enough?
For what?
To win like a trophy?
Yeah, we can still win the trophy, which I will not mention. The trophy we haven't won yet. We can still win that, but don't mention that.
That's trash, man. No. I mean, because I don't go back to a point that you made, which is that cancel the game. So sorry, postpone.
Yeah.
If they don't postpone this thing, how bad could it get? Do you know Chelsea should just have to be smart, where maybe just have to start faking COVID tests and just say, hey, we don't have 15 players. Because if Chelsea are forcibly, because you have just about 15 players, bro, I think Chelsea are in a real crisis now because I don't believe this team, if this team keeps going out, I don't know how they can find wins. And also, Eric, do you know why it's going to get bad? City and Liverpool are on their way.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's check this out. So, Chelsea's in their next game. So it's Brentford away, which is the Papa John's Cup quarterfinal. Then it's Villa away. Villa with Jared Agood. Then it's Brighton at home. Then it's Liverpool. Then Chesterfield. Then Man City. So the December games are Brentford Wednesday, Villa Sunday, and then Brighton the other Wednesday match. So
if we
Chelsea, I'm not sure Chelsea beats Villa the way that these guys are moving, man.
No, I think Villa. I honestly, I thought Wolves are going to beat us today. I thought we would lose like 1-0. Genuinely, I really did. So if we somehow stumble our way, we still seem to be somewhat relevant in this so-called title race, and then we get destroyed by Man City or Liverpool, or maybe we get beaten by both of them like very badly. I think things might have to, we have to start getting concerned about Tuchel's job, honestly.
Well, so before I come to your boy Ralph, because we need to get out of here for the Liverpool
Mm.
Tottenham game. Daddy Oos, thank you for the dub, says, where is Criminaldo? Chelsea is ass though. Are you talking about Cristiano? Well, Cristiano, well, I mean, he's chilling out with United. They still haven't been able to play a game, bro. So ask COVID or ask that Chinese bat. Selection man, thank you for the dub. I find it mad how Man City caught up to our goal. Selection. It's basically, do you know what this is? It's called reality. It's called reality. It's called, and which is what I said before. I said that Chelsea don't have the experience that City and Liverpool have. That City and Liverpool, they've redefined consistency. And what's the situation right now is City and Liverpool, these guys are now clear. They will now go into overdrive. The situation right now for Chelsea is it's gone from top of the table, maybe they can win the league, to now, oh, it's now a race for top four, which is sick. Ralph, talk to me, bro, about the game, bro.
I think Chelsea
It's all.
should just.
Ralph, the football is hostage football, but the football is trash. And Ralph, as I
it's-
said to Eric, you can't blame COVID and injuries for that level.
No,
of
you
football.
can't. Loads of people on Twitter was blaming the injuries, COVID, everything. It was. We should be beating Wolves with that team, with Ziyech, Pulisic, Mount, Kante, who else? Chalobah, all of those players. We should be beating Wolves, but we didn't. It was horrible. I'm tired of all these bum ass players like Alonso, Saul, Aspie, Ziyech, Pulisic. I'm not going to mention Mount because Mount, he's an academy boy.
He's trying.
He's trying his best. At least he's not really an attacker, but he's scoring the goals. But he just wasn't on it today. But for me, what Chelsea need to do is prepare for the future in terms of prepare for Liverpool and City's fall off in a year's time. Because Pep
it's more so the player's not good enough rather than Tuchel.
Yeah, I think it's the player's not good enough. I think Chelsea should just focus on the future.
It's not just that, because the reality of the situation is the club. Is the club, is the board, is the recruitment. Because
that's what I mean. But
that's the main thing. Yeah.
I think they need to take this time, this whole season, to reevaluate which players need to be
Ralph,
that they need to pay for, what players they need to get rid of.
You're right. You're completely. The major issue I have with this club is we don't know what's going on. So I cannot be saying, oh, you know what, let's have a long-term plan, because we know that in 2 years' time Tuchel will. No. We don't know if Tuchel is going to be here for 6 months.
And Eric, do you know? So there was like a moment in the game where the camera just went to Tuchel and he was just like thinking his hands. And bro, like I told you, man, I've been on the Chelsea thing since '96, so I was really fully aware from the moment Abramovich came. So there's a moment that the camera just panned to Tuchel, and I said that, this guy's not gonna last.
I hope he does, man.
I
feel like
we know how our Lord and Savior rules. We know how he operates, and I could just see with Tuchel that, oh yeah, there was nothing. It's almost as if I just saw a few years into the future. There's just something that says, oh yeah. Like he's.
But how is he? How is Roman expect us to dominate like City and Liverpool if we can't get long term?
See, Abramovich. See, the issue with Abramovich is his strategy, as crazy as it is, has bred success. See, if it wasn't successful, then like, Bram, what are you doing? But if you look at the amount of trophies Chelsea win, and look at the amount of times that he has changed managers, and those new managers who've come in have actually won trophies, bro. Conte came in, he won. He brought up Mourinho, he won. Came in at Chelsea, he won. Brought in Tuchel, he won. So the times when he sacked a guy, brought in a guy that's new. Now, it doesn't always happen, but there are times it's happened when he brought in a guy that's new and they won. And you look at the trophy record under Abramovich, it's been pretty damn good.
But HH, yeah,
No,
it's
no, no,
reducing
no,
though.
I'm not saying it's right. Of course, the right way to do it is that pick the right manager and build a process. I'm just saying that Abramovich can say that I have an argument for, say, my way is right because it has brought in trophies.
No, but like what you say, you're right, but it's reducing. You know,
Yeah, it
we're
is
not
reducing
we're
year
not
by
winning
year.
trophies. It's getting less and less. It is
And also, and the key thing is that Pep and Klopp have changed the game.
Yeah.
You
see, when you had Fergie and Wenger, their teams were not as next level as what Liverpool and City are right now. So I don't think Abramovich can find a manager or invest enough money to be able to win the league ahead of these guys, unless there's a manager that is given time. I don't think a manager can just come in, boom, 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 and then see, you could do that for a cup because a cup you just never know. You could just get hot and it's less games. But for a league,
no.
With what these guys are doing, because look, let's say Pep is still trying to figure out the Champions League. He has cracked the EPL code. He's cracked it. So basically, I told you, it is what City are doing right now. Like I told you, this is what I said before, man. And I'll say tonight to the hangar, man. I'm sorry, we have to have a conversation about Fergie.
That could have been us.
Yeah, it could have been us if we didn't sell all our young players.
Yeah, look, you were saying how Pep, Chelsea missed out on Pep, Liverpool got I can't remember how you said it exactly, but these managers were available. We could have gotten them. But they looked at Chelsea, they looked at the way the club is run, and I said, no, we're not doing that. We're going to go somewhere where we can have the time, we can have the freedom to do what we want to do. And that's why they didn't join Chelsea. That's Pep literally said it. He said that he wouldn't be allowed to do what he's doing at City. So look, it is what it is, man. We have to just try and see. I
will be very disappointed if we come third and we win a FA Cup or something, and they sack him. I'll be very
look. It's if the board expects a title this season, then Tuchel will get sacked. That's just how it is. So look, we'll have to wait and see, man.
No, but if you sack him, who do you
exactly? There's only Ten Hag, and he'll probably go to United. United will probably offer more.
And my thing is that Ten Hag isn't winning a trophy ahead of. Even if you give him all, Ten Hag is a very good coach. He's not winning a trophy ahead of Pep and Klopp. That's not how. So my thing is, my thing, you have to stick with it with a dude. And you say so. I don't know whether Tuchel is the right dude, but you have to at least give him a chance, and at least because he's not even had an opportunity to say, I really want to now try and build a team and really build up a team and so forth. Because again, who knows? Maybe in 2 years' time, Pep will leave Man City. He's not going to be for City for forever. Who knows what will happen with his club and Liverpool? Yeah, so if something happens where Pep says, okay, I want to now chill, or I want to now go into international management right now, you need to come in and now try and take that place and take that spot. So, because Pep, he's already 4 or 5 years deep. I don't think he's going to spend 8, 9, 10 years at City. I just don't think. I think maximum maybe do another 2 years, maybe. And maybe if he wins I think it's just maybe if he wins the Champions League, he'll now bounce. So what you now want is the wise thing to do. And I know Brian wants to listen. The wise thing to do is trust in Tuchel. Just trust in him. Keep building the team, building the team. That when Pep leaves and still have to transition, that's when because once you do that, you've now had 2-3 years of mastering a way of playing and mastering a manager.
Hopefully,
I told you. Imagine if Chelsea kept hold of Sarri.
Yeah, we could have done something.
Yeah,
we could have played more possession.
Those dumbass EDL Chelsea fans are like, oh, blah, blah. Sarri was the guy. What Chelsea have done with Sarri is give this guy time. Bro, Kante is the way Kante is right now is because of Sarri.
It's because of Sarri.
How all around is because of Sarri. So my thing is that Sarri was the guy. Sarri was the guy where Chelsea now have an identity. They now have a way of playing. It's always sideways. No. It takes time. Like when he went to Dunplay, it took time to the point where they were only a few points behind Juve in winning the league. So imagine if Sarri had 2, 3, 4 years to really develop his plan, bringing his players, Chelsea would look completely
The
different.
players that Sarri wanted as well. He wanted João Felix, Ruben Diaz. He wanted so many good players. I remember, but we got a transfer ban.
Look, the club doesn't seem to. For me, the club doesn't have a plan, and the fans have no idea what we're doing. We don't know what the future holds. So
But
let's just keep.
my problem is, I swear there's like a fan group or something, but they never complain, man. They always complain about the stadium tickets. They never complain about the managers or anything like that. We just need a long-term manager.
Shout out to your boy, Trevor. Look at my man. Look, I mean, I'll be back here for the Liverpool and City post match. So just final words, Ralph.
I hope we win the FA Cup. That's it.
So basically, Chelsea are trying to fight for top 4 with Arsenal. You know, Arsenal are 6 points behind.
Bro, if Arsenal finish above us, and if Arsenal even get top 4,
They're 6 points behind.
I will log off. I will not. You won't see me again.
Exactly, thank you. If Arsenal finish, you will not hear from me again. You will.
Seriously, I blame United.
Eric, I'm being real with
Arsenal should not be in this position right now.
Because my thing is that based on all the abuse and the insults, and if Arsenal finish, like, you see, I don't know how. I know that Tuchel should be given time, but I don't even know how to sort of explain that. Hence why it's not happening. It can't happen.
It can't.
No, like there is no way, based on everything Arsenal finishing above Chelsea. Like, it can't happen. No way. COVID or no COVID, there is no way that I'm accepting Arsenal finishing above Chelsea. But the reality is, Chelsea are in the top 4 fights. It's real. Chelsea are right now in the top 4 fights. Your boy Wise Game, I think the job says, great away results for London Blues. #death3. Wise Game, man. Screw you. Eric, man. Final words, man.
Okay, so we're still in a crisis. I can't expect it to change anytime soon. I'm pretty sure that people have been saying that Chelsea have had a lot of poor performances this season, way too many, even before the injuries and the COVID happened. So when people say it's about the injuries, about the COVID, I don't believe you guys. So look, let's just hope we don't have a very serious situation at the end. Top 4 and maybe another cup, maybe 2 cups, and that's it, man. And hopefully we can actually build for the future.
Yeah, for me, I just say, let's just see what happens, man. But the title is gone. And right now, Chelsea have to now realize that it's not a battle to try and get top 4, 100%. The battle for top 4 is now real. That is now a realistic thing, and it is what it is, man. So, guys, man, look, shout out. It is what it is. Peace out. Stay true. One love, man.